Today, guys, we're going to be putting together a shaker card, and that was requested by one of my subscriber, Charles. So I hope you're watching. So if you're interested in seeing that, please do stick around. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Claudette with Miss Puff Creative Corner. So what we're going to go ahead and do is you need a shape, some form of shape, because I'm going to make a window shaker card. And you could use any shape you have in your stash. You could even use your Cricut if you have a Cricut. So I am using rectangular shapes, and these are layering rectangular shapes that I got off of Amazon. I'll try to list that in the link in the description box down below if I remember. And so this is always nice to have in your arsenal of stuff. This is any layering, whether it's circles, I mean, it's nice to have in your stash. This set right here with the like the stitching edging, I got from Stampin' Up. So I'm going to probably go ahead and use that one, because once it cuts out our little window, it gives you those little stitch edging design around the edges. So I could use this piece on another project. I'm using darker paper. You may not even see the edging, but that's the one that I'm going to use. So now what you're going to need is for your card. I am using this card stock right here in black. This is measuring 11 by 4 1/4. You're going to score it 5 1/2 and then fold it down. Then for my top paper, I'm using a scrapbook paper, a design paper, and it's very flimsy. So I'm just going to stick it onto a harder piece of cardstock. And then you're going to need some foam, craft foam, and preferably in the same color. Like if it black would be nice, so it could be hidden here. So these are in the size of 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So these pieces are that same size. Okay, so those 3 pieces is that size. Then for the inside layer of my card, this piece right here is measuring 5 by 4, and those are in inches. Okay, now for once you cut out the window, this inner piece right here is measuring 3 by 4 3/8. Okay, so and then you're going to need 2 pieces of acetates, and those acetates are a little bigger than what our window is going to be, because you want it to be able to fit to the back and not fall through. Okay, you don't want your little shaker pieces to fall through. And then the acetate is measuring 4 1/2 by 3 1/4. Okay, so you need two pieces of those. So let's go ahead and put our card together. And of course, you're going to need shakers and embellishments to decorate your card. So I'm going to be making a Christmas card because Christmas is coming up. So you could use this for any occasion. All right, so first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a Sharpie marker and just go ahead and dye the sides black. So I'm going to, since this is spongy, I'm going to give it time to dry. So this is why I'm doing this first, okay? So we're going to go around all the edges. And I could leave it this color brown too, because this is not a bad color, right? It kind of matches. So I had some craft foam in black and white, but I don't know what I did, where I placed them. Sometimes you store stuff and have no idea. So it's nice to be organized, which I'm trying to get my craft room organized, but it's taken me a minute. I am so slow when it comes to organizing. You know, you shop, and it's like, where are you going to organize these things? So, and then one more side. And I use this foam instead. You could use double-sided tape too as well. But I use foam instead. And I think I like the foam better, because with the double-sided tape, sometimes the sequence wants to catch on your tape. All right. So that's that. We're going to leave that dry. And so what we're going to do, this is my flimsy scrap paper here. So I'm going to take some glue and adhere it to the harder cardstock. And let's see here, I'm going to use my favorite glue, the Art Glitter Glue. And so what we're gonna do is just, you know what, let me add it to the heavier cardstock since the other paper is so flimsy. So next, what we're gonna do is just go ahead and add this to make sure it's nice and lined up around all the edges. And you could turn it to the back and see if you get everything lined up there. All right, so next what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our shape, in this case my rectangle shape, and we're gonna go ahead and cut those out there. So once that's dry, we're gonna cut through this, and plus our base of our card. So what I'm going to do is just start out with here, and I'm just going to mark the others where this came out so we could have them along the same spot. Another thing, let me see if I bring in my, you could bring in a mat with a grid to make sure your stuffs are straight. Let's just do this. Just make sure that is straight. You don't have to do this. You could just eyeball yours if you would like. And then I'm going to come in here and just make sure that this is straight. And you could see if you have even amount on either side. I mean, like I said, it does not have to be perfect. And then I'm going to get some washi tape and stick that down and then run that through my die cutting machine. I'm just going to see if I could take out some of the tackiness, because sometimes the washi tapes don't stick down that well, but sometimes just running it through the die machine, it just makes it stick too much, and sometimes it rips your paper. All right. So let's go ahead and run that through the die cutting machine. Just check on that side to see if it cut all the way through. Yep, it did. So you could see the stitching there around the edges, and that's what I wanted. Okay. And there we have it. So it's not as flimsy. And so next, what I need is the sponge to be cut out that way too as well. So I'm going to line that up here. And then I'm just going to take my pencil and kind of outline that and make sure that we're all that the die is, you know, that the die cuts this out the same. So I don't want it to be lopsided, uneven, okay? So I am going to put the die down just in that spot. And then we're going to run this through the die cutting machine. Make sure it cut all the way through, just in case I have to put it down again. It looks like it cut all the way through. And then my card now. And then this is going to be hard to see because it is a darker paper. All right, let me get my white gel pen and see how that would do. So I just want to make sure my black edging is even all the way around. So I'm just going to go ahead and see if I could, this white would show up here. Okay, good. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and add this to it. So now we're gonna run this through our die cutting machine. And then this one, the white is showing here, that would be covered up. So what we're gonna do now is take some acetate, one of the acetate, and we're gonna lay it over here. And then we're gonna glue that first acetate down. Okay, so what I wanna do is make sure, because I have my hands are oily, my acetate is nice, and you could take a rag, some of those, what you clean your computer screen with, or your glasses with, and just polish that up. So what I'm gonna do is, and you have to be so careful when you're using liquid glue that it don't smudge like the acetate. So I'm gonna come around just the edges and just do a little bit of glue here. And try not to get carried away. And so that's what's so nice with this little tip. Is it just could give you a little fine amount of glue. And when I put the acetate down, I don't want to work it too much. Let me see if I use my tweezers, if that would help me. Oh, hopefully I won't get it in that. So just let's lay that and make sure we have coverage, enough coverage all throughout, because you don't want your sequins to fall out. Okay, so that's what we have there. And next, what we're gonna do is, okay, this acetate seems like it's cut a little shorter, so I just need to cut out another piece. I was trying to skimp on my acetate. So this one I went back and I cut 4 3/4 by 3 3/4. So just cut it a little bigger to be on the safer side. Don't skimp on it like I did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this set. I don't know if you guys saw one of my previous haul when I got this this set. This is a kit that came with all these pieces here. So they have these like clear little stickers, these chipboard pieces, even some scrapbook paper, and these here are flimsy, and they have the checkered one too here, the black and white checkered like this, so you could see it right here. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is go ahead and see what we want to the inside. Like I was saying, you could stamp. You want to go ahead and stamp the inside piece before you glue it down, but in my case I am going to be using the some of the chipboard that came in that pack and that little kit that I showed you earlier. And I love this one right here. They had another design. I love the plaid in those, and they had some stripes on this one here, but I am going to use this one because it's larger. And I'm going to use the sign, the sentiment Merry Christmas to go in here too as well. But I'm just going to come out here and see how it looks, make sure that's lined up how I want it. Then I am going to go ahead and glue this down. And again, this part you just want to be careful that you don't have any seeping of your glue, because then it could go and get on your acetate. And the nice thing about using the liquid glue is that you have time enough to move your work around. I think that looks good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and press that on there nice. Next, what I am going to do, so if I'm not liking this is not glued down yet, I could use this for inside of another card. And if you're stamping your sentiments and your image, if you make a mistake, you could always flip it over, right? So I am going to come in here with these little stickers, and I think I'm going to put Merry right up here, and I'm going to peel that off. I never really worked with these kind of stickers before. Okay, yeah. So that was hard to peel back. Yep. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me see if I could get this so it doesn't peel like... I don't know if I want to take that piece in to secure it. I guess so. Like I say, I haven't worked with this before. Let me just take it all off. See if I could get it all off. If you guys work with these type of stickies, let me know. If you take... See, I don't want the stickers to come out of their setting. That one. My cup handle kind of ripped. Not good. Let's see if I could salvage that later on. So you just have to be careful with my thin images. Because these were not, it was not easy to peel up individually. Well, I'm losing a star too. And I like these little gold star. We can't have that. Where did you come from? We'll stick you here somewhere so we could save you. And my little white Christmas tree is trying to get pulled out too as well. Oh, come on now. Okay. I'm gonna have to see if I can salvage that handle of my mug. Came off. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and put Merry Christmas right there. See, I can't even start it. The ones I want to come off is not coming off. And the ones I don't need to come off is coming off. Okay, so I'm just gonna get my tweezers. I was trying to look for my other tweezers. Okay, I'll just use this right here. I'm just looking up here where the line is, so I could be within my window frame. Let's see how that's gonna look. I like how it's nice and clear. You can't even see it, you know, the clear paper, that's the stickies. All right, so I like that. Let's see how it looks when I close it. It's a little high, but it would work and you get the idea. Okay. Yep, the little fern up there is a little high, but it is doable. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down now. All right, so now I'm just going to add some glue to the back of this and adhere the inner card. This is the inner layer to the inside of my card. See, I'm moving it down a little lower so I could get the word within the frame. I really like the colors in this pack, the reds, the greens, the hunter green. Really do, and it has like little gingerbread color brown, like nutmeg color. So I just love, you could see all the colors within here. I just love the colors. Okay, so Now that I have that there, I just may add one star to this outside layer. See, I'm adding this to the acetate. So it'll have a little decor and a little embellishment here on the clear. Next, what I am going to do, let's just go ahead and build the top layer. All right, let me just bring in the top layer here. So these 3 layers here we're gonna put together. And first off, I am going to put the acetate here. The acetate go on the very, very top layer. So we're gonna glue that on. And then what I'm gonna do is add just a tiny bit of glue around the parameters here of the rectangle. See how nice and thin that comes out. If you guys don't have this, it is really, I really, really do love and recommend getting one of those. I really do like the art glitter glue and the little nozzle that it has. All right. So we go ahead and connect that. Make sure you have even pieces there so your shaker don't seep out. See, I got a little seepage there, but this usually dries clear. So that's the beauty of the art glitter glue. So I am going to add glue, some more glue all around here. Just to the top here. So I could adhere my foam to this. And let's turn it over here and make sure, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get some little clippies and clip these on. Let me see here, we'll clip that on there. See, I'm just looking inside the window, making sure that is not peeking out. And I have some overage here on this side too, but we'll just go ahead and trim that up once that dries. And let me show you the other double-sided stickies that you could use, the foam stickers that you could use too with this that I used to use when I first started out. These little pieces here. This was by Stampin' Up, and these are called foam adhesive strips. So look how thin, you could see how thin these are. So the thing is, then you would have to cut them out, break them, and make your square and build it out, because you don't want your layer on top be floppy or sinking. So you want it to completely fill or cover the frame. Okay, so you may have to have 2 or 3 of these here to come along here to build that out. So I just think it's much easier to use the craft foam and just cut it down. It's much easier, it's less headaches. And so now I'm just going to get my scissors and trim that up. So just trimming the excess off here. And then I'm just going to have to go back in again with my marker, my little Sharpie. Okay, so I'm just going to go back in with the Sharpie here. And you, like I said, you don't have to do this piece if you have a lighter color, because people use the white foam all the time. All right. This is what I'm going to do. So next, what we're going to do is get our sequin mix and make sure you have this design up how you wanted. I wanted to put some more, let's see how it's going to look. I wanted to put, this is my little sequence mix here. And we're going to get that all here. I wanted to add some more like snowflakes stuck here on here, like add some snowflakes to the clear glass. So what I'm going to do is just add some glue to the foam, make sure that's nice and dry. Just going to make sure I'm staying good to the edges, so it could be glued down nice and I don't have any sequins trying to escape. So if you guys are liking what you see, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. That would be greatly appreciated. And also just leave me a comment down below. That would help me out with my YouTube algorithm. That would be greatly appreciated. Or you know what? If you don't have much comments, you could just drop me. Put some kind of emoji in the comment section. That would be greatly appreciated. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead, hold that up. So we want to make sure, I want to go right here, bring that down. Just want to make sure my black around the edges is an even amount showing. And just clean up. But like what I said, what I like about this glue is that it dries nice and clear. So the thing is, you want to put your foam, the foam is going to keep the height. You need that depth so your pieces could shake and move. The let me show you, the sequin mix that I used was some of these iridescent sequins. I mixed that, and I also mixed some of this snowflakes, and I have iridescent speckles in there, and I got that from the Dollar Tree. And two, I did have some, let's see, some sequins here from snowflake sequins from Stampin' Up. So I kind of combined those to get that. And then I think I want to add something else in the inside. I mean the outside. I'm liking how that looks. And the only thing here is when you open, see when you open it, you have that and you see your little snowflakes there. But the only thing, if you glue, put something here, I want to put something here to the edge like this. I think I like that little ornament. And the thing is, when you look back here, you may see it, but I don't mind that the snowflake may hide it. Yeah. Let me just add some more glue. That's why you have to make sure your edges are glued down nicely. And then what I'm going to do is add some clips to this. So I want to make sure that is glued down nicely. And then, like I said, I want to put something here in the corner. And they had such nice pieces. I could put this Santa here, North Pole. I think that is add a nice touch too as well. So what you want to do is go around your edges and make sure that they're glued down nicely, because I had some leaking of or some escaping sequence. All right, so I'm gonna think about what I want to put here. If I want to put their Santa here, or if I just want to keep within the green and you have a speck of red there and a little gold. I think I like this. And it goes with the theme of the Christmas tree. The Dare Santa looks good too. What you guys think? Leave me a comment down below. And then I could recreate another one and put the Dare Santa on there. But I'm liking how this look. Thank you, Cheryl, for the challenge or the suggestion that you wanted to see that. So I am going to go ahead and put that down. I am going to take my pencil and mark it. You could always erase pencil if it shows. All right, so I'm just going to take my pencil and kind of outline this too, where I want my glue to come down. And you could guesstimate. And then we're just going to go ahead and add the glue down here so that could stick. And this dries clear. I should test and see how it looks, how it shows up through the window. We're going to see if that's enough glue here to secure this on. And then I'm just going to wipe the excess off. Push that up a little bit because it is a little off the edge. Now I'm just going to test to see if I have any leaking around. But that looked like it's glued on pretty good. All right, I also add some of this Spectra glitter. It's a thicker glitter to the sequence mix. So I also added some bigger little gems in there, but they're kind of getting stuck. Next time I'm not going to add to the others, but this is how it's looking, guys. And then you just open it up and this is how the inside looks. Okay, and then you have the snow to the top there as well. So I think that came out pretty cute. What you guys think? That's my shaker card, guys. So I hope you guys got creative value from today's video. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Claudette, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.